there's a lot of stuff you need to think about when you do a jackknife. Because a jackknife, believe it or not, is a really technical move. It's not just a 540 and then just quick turn over and hook kick. If you want a clean jackknife, there's a lot of different things you need to do. One being you need to kick the same target. Say the target is my face. When you kick, your first kick needs to hit here, and when it hits, you kind of have to stall that. You kick, and then you start like you're going to bring up your round kick, and it hits here, and that's when you start your turn. You start to turn into the second kick when you see yourself kick that target. And then you spin around, you got to kick it one more time. You can't just kick over here, you can't kick over here. It's going to be a bad jackknife. It's going to be nasty. It's just all kinds of badness. So when you do your jackknife, make sure you hit that target twice when you do it. That is a big key to doing a good jackknife. One other thing that really makes a really good jackknife is that you do a real 540, a real like tornado kick, a real round kick when you do it. Don't kick and your first kick is like this. No. You want to bring that up as a straight leg. Your leg needs to be completely straight when you kick. Otherwise, you're not doing a jackknife. You're doing a laid back cheat 720. And it's just bad. I don't like that. So, do me a favor, and when you do it, straighten your leg. Do it right. Don't half-ass the move. Do it right, okay? Otherwise, you're not gonna have a clean jackknife. The other thing about a jackknife that really people don't understand is that when you kick your target here the first time, it's not just turning your shoulders into the next kick. You need to turn your hips as well. You kick and you turn your hips all the way around. Woo! So that when you land, you're almost kind of almost in a front stance where your chest is facing this way. So when you throw your kick, you're throwing an actual hook kick like this, but it's but your chest is almost facing like 45 to your target. So you land with your chest up looking at your target. That shows that you land controlled. If you don't do that and you just land with your looking back at your target kind of like that, just kind of quick pull it around, then you're not going to have a clean jackknife. You're going to barely land it and you won't have control of the move. You don't really have the move. You've got an attempt at the move. So when you land and you kick your target for the second time and you kick hard, make sure you're standing up out of it. If this being my foot, since I'm not flexible enough, when you hit here, when you hit your target, you need your chest to be here. You need to be facing about a 45, close to like a 35-degree angle from your target. Stand up out of it, okay? It should almost feel like the second kick. Like shoot for doing a front kick almost, like a crescent kick, but don't actually do that. But turn your hips like you're gonna do that. So you're gonna turn your shoulders and try and turn your hips, but still hook kick at the same time. It's gonna feel kind of weird, but when you do that, you're gonna be able to stand up out of it. You're gonna have a controlled jackknife that you can combo, not just end a combo with. Put it in the middle of the combo, so it's just like a normal hook kick. You can go into something else. Your jackknife shouldn't be like a continuous movement, at least not in my opinion. There should be two defined kicks. So when you take off of this jackknife, if you have a problem with the timing, go ahead and really cheat the takeoff, like big time. Really cheat the takeoff if you're having a lot of trouble getting both kicks around. Take off looking at your target. My target being the camera. Take off looking at the camera, not like a normal cheat takeoff where you kind of take off here or whatever. Look at the camera and jump from here so you can go round hook. It's like a 360 hook kick, where a 360, it's just like a 360 spin in the air. It's really going to be pretty easy if you take off like that. But don't do your jackknives like that. Learn to do the jackknives like that, and then do a real jackknife. Because again, if you cheat the move, you might as well not even do it. So go ahead and do it right. But if you do need to get the timing, go ahead and do that. No one says you can't. Anyways, when you take off, and you take off really hardcore. You lift your chest up, take off, all that fun jazz everyone tells you to do. You already know how to do that, because if you're reading this tutorial or you're listening to me more so than reading what is on the screen, then you can already do a 540, and a decent one usually at that. So you're going to do a regular 540. Instead of kicking and kicking past your target, and then like once your leg is like right here, after you kick your target, instead of coming here and turning over into it, that's not going to get you a clean jackknife. It's going to get a kick and a quick hook kick as you land. Again, as soon as your foot hits that target, switch your hips, turn your shoulders, and crack that target one more time. Don't kick past it, hit the target, and stop. Okay? That's going to get a nice click, click, like nice, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just going to be kind of like a segmented jackknife, and it's going to look real clean. Like there's two defined kicks in there, because it's a kick move, it's not a twist move, it's not a flip, it doesn't need to be nice and graceful. A jackknife should kill people. So make sure that you can see those two defined kicks in there. Keep your legs straight, and spot your target when you do it. When you're coming around after you kick once, look for your target. If you see your target, then that'll pull your chest around. So that when you hook kick, you're seeing your target, you're standing up out of it, you're not leaning back, you're not almost falling over, all kinds of crap. You're actually landing really well, and you're landing controlled to where that leg can drop down behind you, or in front of you, or to the side of you, and you can just keep comboing, because a jackknife is going to give you a lot of power if you do it correctly. Because you got all the power of the 540 and a regular hook kick that you can throw into the next move. So, I mean, I'm not gonna humor you by explaining a 540 in a jackknife tutorial. So that is a jackknife. And that's how I do it.